Alright, so have you heard about Impossible Man? Well, he first premiered in Fantastic Four number 11 in November of 1962. Now, Impossible Man comes from the world called Pop Up. Yes, Pop Up. And on that planet is nothing but trials and tribulations, leading the people or the Pop-Upians or Popians to constantly go into a state of evolution, thus enabling them to shapeshift and also utilize their imagination and bring it into reality. Yeah, that sounds like quite a bit already. And what's really cool about all of this is that the collective population was able to create something akin to a collective mind or a collective species themselves, where only one of them needed to exist, and they had the collective memories and also genetic makeups from all of the different versions of the Pop-Upians or Popians. And what this simply means is as long as there's one, the rest can be preserved, or the race can be preserved. Now, how did Impossible Man get introduced into Marvel Comics itself or interacted with some of the heroes? Well, he took a trip. Literally, he took a trip to Earth. And on Earth, his sole purpose was pretty much to annoy every single person. And his first interaction came with his first appearance with the Fantastic Four. Now, when Impossible Man came to the planet, he did nothing but have prank like behaviors, just causing chaos. And the thing is, the one who actually dubbed him Impossible, thus making his name the Impossible Man. Now, you might be wondering, how could they beat such a powerful being? Well, they basically ignored him. Now, Impossible Man wasn't a character who was nefarious and evil, but just one who wanted to do pranks all the time and had childlike behavior. And eventually, when they ignored him to the point where he was just like, you know what, forget this, I'm out of here, he literally left. Now, eventually, Impossible Man left the planet and years later came back for some more adventures, which we'll get into in another video if you want me to talk about Impossible Man a whole lot more. So let's get into some of his powers and abilities. Well, Impossible Man is omnifarious, which means that he can rearrange his molecules and thus enabling him to mimic another person, another being, and also simulate the powers of other powerful beings. And usually, every time Impossible Man did go through some form of transformation or alteration of his body, it was accompanied by like a popping sound, right? Like pop. Hence, pop up from the planet, pop-upians. Now, Impossible Man also has the ability of levitation, but that's not all. He also has serial reproduction, and that's very similar to cellular mitosis, right? The splitting of two cells. But in this instance, he is copying himself into two identical beings. It's kind of akin to cloning a little bit, but he's doing it himself. Now, with everything that I mentioned about being omnifarious, which is just a huge, gigantic power within itself, and also levitation and the ability of serial reproduction, he is a really capable character who is oftentimes compared to someone that we know from DC, which I'm going to do a video on, Mr. Mxyzptlk. I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, let me know what you think about this character in the comment section below. But with that being said, everyone, this is Zen from Zen Multiverse saying peace, love, and prosperity. If you're enjoying the content, come back for more, and I'll catch you all later on the next one. Later, everyone.